In 2008, I contracted a bacterial infection, Haemophilus influenza bacteria. I had a small cut on my finger, and the doctors believed that the bacterial infection entered there and just started ravaging my body through my bloodstream, knocking out my organs one by one. I had pancreatitis, vasculitis. I had a stroke on my 40th birthday in the hospital. I had fluid around my heart. I had septicemia. My vision went ballistic at one point. Pretty much everything. My husband jokingly said every day he showed up at the hospital, something else was going wrong. With the septicemia, my hands and feet within about a week started turning black, and they needed to be amputated. My flesh had died. It was septicemia. And that was pretty much the beginning of the journey that would be the rest of my life, being a quadruple amputee. I find my life very challenging. Every day I learn something new. I think something I tell people is it's easy to fix a lower extremity amputation because the prosthetics are relatively comfortable and you walk mostly, get from point A to point B. It's very difficult to replicate and duplicate an upper extremity prosthetic because think about it, your hands and your fingers do so much. I mean, the sensitivity level of the nerves in your fingers, I mean, you can touch and feel heat and cold, pick up a spoon, brush a hair, do needlepoint. I can't do any of those things. So the trick in rehab is to try and get the basics, and then over time you learn more and more how to do things, little tricks on how to open containers, how to eat. I just helped design the cuff that I use to eat. I have a special cuff for my hairbrush, for my toothbrush. I do not wear upper extremity prosthetics, although I have been given them in the past. Sadly, the level of technology, I'm sure many of you have seen these amazing prosthetics that are all robotic, and it uses nerves from your brain to program and activate it and things like that. Those are very rare, they're very expensive, and maybe like one person in the whole world owns a pair. So it's not like you can run down to the Walmart and pick up a pair. So in the meantime, what they give everybody is the same technology that they've been using for the past 60 years, which is the hook. And the hook can do a lot of things. It's very hot, very uncomfortable. You strap it around your body, and for example, I'm just sitting here and not doing anything, so I would be wearing this hot, heavy thing and not necessarily doing something until I stood up and needed to go do something, at which point, I guess you could use this. You have to adjust it and bend it to your needs and stuff like that. And even eating, it's like getting the fork around to try and eat. It was just very awkward and uncomfortable. Quite frankly, I do a better job by myself with my cuff. So